Bruh, it's some really weird things happening in this world. And I think you should see it. So let's check it out together. Here we go.
An airline passenger named Michelle Reyes is shooting the skyline with her cell phone. But something zipped past her window at an extremely high rate of speed. It vaguely resembles a Tic Tac, and it isn't too dissimilar from another sighting that came to light 4 years ago.
What is happening here? This is not a plane. This is not a drone. What is this thing?
A lot of UAP sightings come from aircraft. So there are some who believe that this alien technology is surveilling humans and is targeting aircraft as a means to explore and study the technology here on Earth.
Theories of aliens visiting our planet have messed with our minds for a long time.
Dog, are you seeing this?
And while many negate this idea, some evidence of UFO sightings proves otherwise. Here are some flying entities that have you questioning everything about our world.
I mean, it literally just looks like a person's floating through the air.
Remember those rumors about the American government being in contact with the aliens?
Yes.
And even coordinating in various activities? Well, here's something that might just be the...
And some of us don't think they're rumors. Some of us actually believe that's actually the case in a lot of these situations, that the government is in contact with them.
last piece to prove them all. A person was traveling by air and got to witness the most bizarre sight. Other than the view of clouds from the window, they saw this UFO flying around with English written on it. Although we can't be sure what is going on here, it was definitely something fishy. Military operation.
Dog, are you seeing this?
The higher-ups are known for carrying out all sorts of suspicious activities, and one such mission was caught on camera by some locals when they witnessed two military jets that were tailing what seemed to be UFOs. It was also like they were escorting these aliens for trespassing, or maybe breaking the law. Obviously,
It's got to be something else we're seeing, though, because they can't keep up with them alien spacecrafts like that. We've seen how fast they can go. Probably not even at its full potential. So no one humanly possible can keep up with them. So this has to be something else. It's almost like he's following them out, make sure he's safe, or trailing behind him as cover up something.
the authorities tried their best to keep quiet on the whole scenario. But this footage still made its way online and had everyone questioning what else they were hiding from the public. Alien abduction. This has to be one of the clearest videos of UFOs I've seen so far. Some tourists shared their experience of encountering an alien spaceship in the sky and even posted a video as proof. It showed a triangular-shaped vessel rotating over the mountains. And then it beamed some light on the top. It almost looked like they were extracting information from there. Once the work was done, the spaceship left at lightning speeds. While many believe this was the clever work of CGI and editing, these tourists were still hell-bent on the fact that they saw aliens. Hiding in plain sight. This looks like an average airplane flying in the sky, right? Well, wait till you find out its real identity. See? It was actually a UFO flying around, disguised as an ordinary plane. I will never be looking at these planes the same way again. Many who viewed this footage believe that the higher powers are perfectly capable of pulling off such tricks. Yet, there's no solid evidence to support such claims. Running away. This odd video was filmed by a passenger who looked out the window for the beautiful view, but witnessed this harrowing scene instead. This saucer-shaped aircraft was hovering right beside their plane, and it almost felt like it was stalking the people on board. Just a few minutes later, as it realized it was being filmed, some strange black smoke appeared on the scene out of nowhere, and then it ran away. Many believe that this smoke was emitted by the aircraft for distracting the people and getting a safe window for escape. But no one knows for sure. I guess some things are better left unsolved. Flying by. A pilot was flying from an area just like he did every other day, but this time things were about to get weirdly out of hand. He recorded this odd object zooming past his aircraft, and then it disappeared from the scene. It had a weirdly elongated build and small flaps on both sides. Now, I'm no expert, but I don't think any normal aircraft is supposed to look like that.
No.
Although we all have the typical theory of UFOs, there is a different possibility as well. It could have been a weather balloon flying with the fast winds. Followed by aliens. It's getting hard to explain these UFO videos on the internet every day. This woman was enjoying her flight when she noticed this object flying just meters away from them. I mean, just look at this thing. This could be one of the perfect videos I've seen in a while. Just as the object noticed that it was being filmed, it zoomed away from the area at lightning speeds.
See what I mean about the speed? So let's say this is real, and those are the speeds. There's no way that pilot could have kept up, fam. That's what makes me think they're in contact with him and have some form of communication.
Never to be seen again. But it left everyone wondering if we really are alone in the universe. Hidden in clouds. Looks like a normal airplane flight, right? Well, wait till you see the most horrific thing in the sky. As the plane moved through the area, this odd thing appeared from the clouds. It's like it was hiding in there from all the people and only got revealed when it got out. Now, I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure our man-made aircrafts don't look like that. Could it really be something otherworldly? Well, the authorities did not come forward to claim this existence, further deepening the speculations for the presence of UFOs.
It looked like the cloud is moving, uncovering it, and it doesn't know that it's being uncovered and exposed. The cloud is moving and it doesn't know to move with the cloud.
UFO encounter. If a pilot leaves everything and starts recording an aircraft, then it has to be something extraordinary. This man was soaring above the clouds when he noticed a dark object floating in the air. He had no idea what it was, and just as he got a bit closer, this peculiar shape revealed itself. Now, I don't know about you, but it oddly resembles the typical UFOs we've seen so far. The pilot himself was not sure what he was looking at all, but the online viewers were convinced that we were being visited by these extraterrestrial beings. Ready for abduction. Driving home from a remote location got a lot more spookier for a person when he realized he had company. And not just any company, the extraterrestrial one. These mysterious lights appeared in the sky, almost looking like they belonged to a triangular spaceship.
Yep.
Now, I know it sounds a bit weird, but what else can you make of this video? The driver was even convinced that this was a giant mothership ready to get somewhere for abducting people. I guess these aliens thought they could easily make food from our world. He was lucky to safely drive away.
You know how people are like storm chasers and they drive around all the time chasing storms, tornadoes, hurricanes, stuff like that? We need a UFO chaser. follow it around, get good footage, information, and all that type of stuff so we can develop technology from it. That's what we need.
Flying saucer. While flying over the beautiful clouds, one of the passengers peeked out only to be shaken to their core. This aircraft was moving right beside their plane, and it had the most odd shape they had ever seen. Isn't it just like those we've seen in the movies? The triangular shape and dark color had everyone on board wondering if they were indeed getting followed by an alien technology. Sadly, not much was known regarding the location of this sighting. Who knows? It could be our government hiding the truth from the world. Cigar-shaped UFO. Locals from Spain managed to capture the clearest video of a cylindrical object plummeting from the sky. Unlike those blurry videos we've seen so far, this one managed to capture every single detail of the aircraft, and it clearly showed that it was no ordinary sight for these people. Another similar object was viewed in the skies of England, and this one was more stationary. Although these videos are short, they were enough to get an idea of what could be present in our world. Floating away.
I've never seen no shit like that.
This video will have you double-checking even the clouds in the sky. A local noticed one of the clouds behaving rather odd, as it was transforming its shape like it was no big deal. This thing moved through the area in the most haunting way possible and left everyone wondering if they were in the presence of an alien. I know it doesn't look like the typical creepy ones we've seen in the movies, but who knows what they really look like? What are your thoughts on this bizarre clip? Flying man.
We have no idea what it is, but it doesn't look like an airplane or anything.
Two friends were playing football in the open field when they noticed a rather peculiar sight in the sky far off in the distance. The man zoomed in to reveal something looking like a person moving through the sky at a steady pace.
I mean, it literally just looks like a person's floating through the air.
While many were thinking that this could have been a weather balloon, here are some reasons that it clearly was not that. Judging by the distance between the object, it had to be quite big in size, and the humanoid silhouette signifies a rather different thing. So, could it really be an alien life on our planet? Share your thoughts below. Dropping down. Tired of the blurry videos all over the internet? Here's something to change that for you. The source of this clip is unknown, and many believe that the higher authorities had managed to keep it hidden. But it was clear that this UAP was spotted by residents of an ordinary neighborhood, and they were shocked to witness an object in their skies that resembled a UFO so perfectly.
I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty clear. That's way better than what we're accustomed to seeing. Most of the photos look like they digitized or something, like they scrambled out.
Now this was either a drone specially made to prank or scare people.
Yeah, that could be a drone too. Oh man, it just took the wind out my sails right there as soon as he said drone.
Or extraterrestrial life actually visiting us. Flying together. Window seats, and the view from there sounds fun until you spot an extraterrestrial object flying right next to you. I know it sounds almost impossible, but a flight passenger actually witnessed it. As they peeked out from their window, this Tic Tac shaped aircraft was flying right beside their plane, and it looked like it was following them. This thing was zapping in and out of existence, and that's where the passenger realized it was not a normal plane. Well, who knew the skies are used by beings other than us humans? Flying humanoid. Residents of Russia had a rather strange day when they spotted this bizarre humanoid aimlessly floating in the sky. It almost looked like this thing was searching the grounds for something. The onlookers were left speechless, and they could only take their cameras out to capture a glimpse of this bizarre entity. Now, in case you're wondering what this was, I have some theories from the online world. According to one, this could be an extraterrestrial creature stuck in our realm. Now, that's one out-of-this-world statement. Or it could just be a helium balloon specifically made to mess around with people. Chasing discs.
Alden.
a beautiful sunset was taken over by the eerie presence of disc-shaped aircrafts, and the onlookers had no clue what was going on. They could just take their cameras out and record the whole scene, wondering if it was really the UFOs we've all heard about. Far off on the horizon, even a jet airplane was visible. Now, there are several theories related to this sighting. Some state that these were extraterrestrial entities, and the jet was making sure they didn't mess around. And others related these to high-quality military technology that was hidden from the public. These are all just theories, and no one knows the truth for sure.
Y'all ever think when we pull our phones out to look at them that they're doing the same, recording, looking at us, analyzing us? Could be doing the same thing. Come on, look at them, look at them, look at them. Look. Don't worry, I'm recording them on my phone. Pointing at us too.
Dom, are you seeing this?
Tower of Light. Residents at Shenyang, China noticed a bright light emitting from the top of a building, and they quickly took their phones out to capture this sight. Many even started calling it the revelation of Jesus Christ, and that he was here to save humanity from the doom we had put ourselves into. Although it was a religious sign for many, there were still some skeptics that came forward with a different approach. According to them, this was actually the sun's light refracting because of all the smog in the atmosphere. But since when did the sun start shining blue? Whatever this incident was, still no one has been able to crack its mystery. If you have any answers, share in the comments below. Teleportation. A man was flying his drone in the mountains of Georges du Verdon, France, and while he was hoping to witness the beautiful scenery, his camera captured an unexplainable sight. This tiny cylindrical object zapped through the area and then vanished within the mountains. It was almost unbelievable to actually look at this thing. A closer inspection revealed that the object was actually the ever-famous Tic Tac shape aircraft. Its teleportation abilities further deepen the questions we all have regarding their existence. Trumpet sounds. In 2016, people of Jerusalem had a rather horrifying experience when they started hearing sounds of trumpets from the sky. And as they rushed to see what was going on, they witnessed this circular ring of clouds right above them in the sky. Many even started calling these signs of the ending times. Some even went as far as calling the huge circle a portal that would start sending information out of our world. Crazy, right? Well, no need to be worried about it. This was most probably Mother Nature's doing.
If I believed in the firmament, then that would definitely play a part in strengthening my belief in the firmament right there, seeing that.
Plane abduction. A Malaysian flight MH370 was on its way from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing, but it was lost somewhere in the middle and never made it to the destination. In the last 10 years, the governments and multiple private agencies have tried to find it, but they got no answers. Surprisingly, a lost video got leaked on the internet that showed a new perspective to this disappearance. It showed 3 circular orbs that were moving around the plane, and within a few minutes, it vanished from the scene. Although it might sound weird, skeptics believe that the plane was abducted by some alien forces. This is why, even after a decade, no one has been able to find where it is. Leaving Earth. A man claimed that his house was visited by aliens, and surprisingly, he had a video to prove these claims. He shared this clip online and it shocked everyone. It was an actual triangular aircraft with the most bizarre light hovering over his house. This thing stayed there for several minutes, and once its visit was complete, the alien aircraft opened up a light portal and started moving through it to teleport back to where it came from. Now, there are mixed reviews about its authenticity, but if he really filmed this thing, it had to be one of the best pieces of evidence I've seen so far. Ready for abduction.
Wait. That just messed my brain up right there. I never even thought about them being able to just throw something and open up a portal right there. That's something you see on like cartoons or a movie or something. But you never really translate that to being a possibility with aliens. And now I have to.
Circular shape, green lights, and an eerie presence. That clearly qualifies as a typical UFO. This video was captured by a man who had gone out for a walk and was seen hoping to have some peaceful time. Instead, he got to witness this otherworldly sight. Now, I know it looks too good to be true, but the eyewitnesses swore to actually watch this whole scene unfold right in front of them. There is a possibility that someone was playing a prank on them by building a drone shaped like a UFO. But if we look at it from an open mind, anything is possible in this vast universe. Beaming lights. Some locals headed out in their backyard to get fresh air and were shocked to see these lights beaming just above their house. This was no ordinary sight. The light orbs were somehow dividing further into different sections. Now, it really couldn't be some plane, as the movement of lights were far too random for that. The eyewitnesses, on the other hand, were sure that they were in the presence of a UFO scanning their area. And who knows what it wanted from there? Straight line. We've all heard about the existence of aliens and their spaceships. And although most of the video evidence is filmed with a potato, some locals from China shared their experience, and it was as clear as day. These odd balls connected by a streak of light were seen moving upwards, and there was only one thing people could think about: aliens. If you take a close look at the video, these lights perfectly match the descriptions we've had for alien aircrafts. But here's the thing: these might just have been flares, or the military testing out a new technology. You decide whether it was extraterrestrial or not. Giant spaceship. A similar line-like object was found moving through the skies of Banor. Now this was getting serious, and people were even questioning their safety. Although they had no idea what they were dealing with here, the residents were left with no choice but to film the whole ordeal on their cameras for evidence. Again, this was an entirely new sighting for them all, and finding an explanation for it was difficult for everyone. Metapod UFO. This footage was not so stable, but it was referred to as one of the best pieces of evidence of higher intelligence. Some locals from Spain filmed the whole scene when this object was seen plummeting from the sky in the most bizarre manner. It rotated in its place and had this unusual shape of a pod that did not resemble any normal man-made aircraft.
I can't make out what shape that is. What does that look like to y'all? I don't even know what it even resembles for me to say, this egg shaped or it's like it's built like almost like a shoe or something. I don't know, like a boot maybe. I don't know.
What's even more interesting is that there seems to be some lights coming from the center that could mean that something or someone was operating the vessel. This video evidence got a lot of attention online and had turned many into believers of extraterrestrial life. Chaos in night. In March 2018, the sky baffled even the newscasters. During a live transmission, the team was checking footage from one of the cameras present on the highest towers when they noticed these odd streams moving all over the place in every direction. Even these people here were left questioning what this sighting could be. Fireworks? Or indeed alien ships cruising through our skies? Well, so far no answers have come forward to solve this mystery. But as far as I can tell, these things do not belong to our world. Looking over. In February 2022, homeowners in Serbia, Belgrade, were thrilled to watch the sun out even in the late evening. When they went out and started filming the object, they realized it was not the sun after all. This thing appeared to glow orange, but it was kind of triangular in shape and had the most horrid presence. The eyewitnesses even called it a dragon. Now, it really doesn't look like one, but it clearly was something otherworldly. Although they had no answers on this, the online world declared that this was an unidentified aerial phenomena, and someone had found out what this thing was. Changing lights. A normal night of beautiful cloudy weather turned into a nightmarish mystery for some people when they noticed what was happening in the sky right above them. In the start, it looks like an ordinary light, right? Well, wait till they start moving all over the place. Yeah, this is where things get odd. If you're looking for some answers, here are some possibilities to consider. It could all be a hologram set up for a light show in the area, or the spirits of the deceased. Well, these are two completely different ways of looking at this bizarre video, and I think I'll be going with the first option. Multiple sightings.
I think I know what they are.
These are not just some ordinary stars in the sky, it's something no one would have imagined to witness. Homeowners in London came out to their balconies and noticed these shining orbs moving around in the most bizarre way. It looked like a whole troop of tiny spacecraft had gathered around and were ready to get some action. Even the eyewitnesses were convinced that these were aliens visiting our planet. Honestly, I can't seem to think of any other thing myself. Do you think that extraterrestrial life could really be in our area?
Yes.
So let's see, what is that?
Yes.
I'm feeling.
Bright sky. Some locals captured this scene from the skies, and it really looked like some alien spaceship was landing on our soil. I mean, just look at its light and the ripples it was creating throughout the area. Well, if you're also one of the people who believed it to be a UFO presence, I've got some news for you. In reality, this was an upper stage rocket engine separating and igniting mid-air. Although the video garnered hundreds of views and sparked debates about alien visits, the reality was soon revealed to everyone. Honestly, I was relieved to find out these lights were just our human work for exploring outer space. Fiery lights.
These like fire lights.
Night skies of San Diego were taken over by the most peculiar sight when a person noticed some fiery lights glowing right in front of him. Just like any normal person, he had no clue what was present in front of him. At first, these were just present in one place. And then, a set of two lights appeared simultaneously just a bit higher. Now, this was getting creepier with every minute. At first, I could say these were lights on top of a building. But the fact that two of these appeared separately from the ones below seems to throw off this theory. Eventually, all these lights started turning off and disappeared from the scene completely. Pulsating
Still kind of look like lights on top of the building a little bit to me. What y'all think?
lights.
Yes, man. That's another dimension right there.
Residents in Florida looked up at the sky, hoping to witness a surreal sight of meteor fall. But they were shocked to see a different side to this sky phenomena. This thing did not seem to move like a normal meteor, but it was moving in one place and emitting a sort of gaseous smoke from it. Just a few moments later, it vaporized and vanished from the place. Only this white orb was present in the dark sky. Now here's where things get spookier. Many viewers stated this had to be the clearest evidence of UFO's existence, and it had everyone wondering what was really going on in our world. Dividing lights. A peaceful walk through the park turned into sheer panic when these pedestrians saw something coming down towards the ground. And I know you might say it was just a meteor, but wait till it divides in several parts. Now, a meteor most probably wouldn't do that. After dividing the individual orbs, even spotted at one place, making the eyewitnesses actually believe they were looking at aliens.
being dropped off to different areas. As the closer they got, they broke apart and went to their different areas. That's what I think.
If I were in their place, I most probably would have thought it that way too.
Yep.
But there's a flip side to this theory as well. There is a chance that these were drones or a light show being carried out in the area. What do you think was happening here? Alien cloud. That really doesn't look like a normal cloud. Some pedestrians pointed out that one particular cloud in the sky had shining rings all over it, and it obviously wasn't a normal thing for a cloud to do. After this video, the viewers started pointing to the possibilities that alien motherships were disguised into our clouds. Sounds wild, but it really seems to be happening here. Perfect disguise. In January 2023, the residents in Turkey witnessed a rather strange sight in the sky. They were amazed yet terrified to see a UFO-shaped cloud present right above them. Now, I know it might sound odd, but this thing checks all the boxes to qualify as an alien ship. Almost every viewer took their phones out to capture this strange ordeal, and let me tell you, they were all left clueless about the discovery. Could the aliens really be disguised in our clouds? Well, there is a good chance that this was just Mother Nature pulling a trick on us. Glowing orb. A normal flight turned into a chilling memory for a passenger when she looked out of the window and saw this glowing orb right next to the plane. At first, the passengers thought this had to be something otherworldly roaming around our planet. Just look at this thing. Anyone would have thought this way. But there were different scenarios to consider as well. This could be some sort of an optical illusion created by the refracting light and wind. No matter what you tell me, I'm better off with this theory. No need to think about aliens. Flying saucer. Some online users posted this video that showed a giant oval structure with dozens of lights on it. I know that sounds like the perfect description of a UAP, but hear me out a little. You see, there's a line of light at its bottom, so there is a possibility that this was the top of a building lit up just from there. Well, not everything that we see online can be classified as alien mysteries. Beaming lights. Check this out. This beaming object was spotted somewhere in Washington State and had its viewers in quite a hassle. While it is normal to see lights in the sky as airplanes move through the area, this one was rather strange because of its odd placement. The person who recorded the whole sighting was sure that he had encountered a real-life alien right in front of him. Judging by the looks of this thing, anyone could think this way. But no confirmation was released from the authorities, leaving this as an unsolved mystery.
I don't know.
Cylindrical aircraft. A group of friends managed to capture this rather peculiar object soaring through the sky. And although it might sound weird, they believe that this was an actual UFO. Some viewers tried to debunk it as a weather balloon, but honestly, that shape does not look like any normal object belonging to our world. I know the video quality was not impressive, but it was still enough to tell that this thing resembled a rather odd object. While many believe that it indeed was an otherworldly object, the reality behind this video remains a mystery. Angelic ring. The skies were taken over by this white ring of smoke, and many started calling it an angel's halo. Now I know it sounds a bit weird, but just look at how it's moving, and its appearance looks just like the ones we've seen so far. So far, many speculations have come forward, ranging from this being a natural phenomena to a revelation from God. What do you think it was? Weird sky. Residents in California were baffled to witness a strange thing unfolding right in front of them. This bizarre light appeared in the sky, and it almost looked like something or someone was scanning the area. While everyone was getting freaked out about an alien abduction on the way, soon the reality behind this sighting came forward. This was no alien invasion, but a rocket from SpaceX making its way to the outer world, ready to explore new horizons. I guess aliens are not always visiting us. Sometimes it's the other way around. Odd sky. Now that's something you don't see every day. While driving down the road, some passengers were thrilled to notice a bizarre group of lights within the sky. Now, they were going on about all those typical theories of alien spaceships. While many agreed with the eyewitnesses about it, there is another possibility here too. This could have happened because the clouds were broken from different spaces, and the sun was shining through those spaces, creating this eerie sight. Well, I really hope it was the second
I thought it was going to be like a reflection off of the mirror of the vehicle that was driving, but when the trees passed by, I was like, oh, well, there went that thought.
Situation, as we're not ready for any alien visits yet. It's time for today's open discussion. On May 2nd, 2024, a rather strange video took the internet by storm. A young passenger flying over Manhattan when she filmed a rather strange thing from her plane's window. She casually picked her phone and started recording the video.
Yo, that went by so fast, I'm surprised her phone even registered it.
And this cylinder-shaped object passed by them at lightning speeds. Although it came in front of the camera for a split second, it was enough to stir quite some conspiracies among viewers that indicated this could be related to aliens. The person who recorded the video even sent it to the authorities, but even they were quiet about this thing, further hinting at its suspicious origins.